Oh no, oh no, oh no. The elevator is stuck, and I really need to use the bathroom. This is a disaster of epic proportions.
Could you please stop panicking? You've only been stuck for 2 minutes.
2 minutes too long. I had 3 coffees this morning and a large smoothie. My bladder is about to explode like a water balloon at a summer party.
That's way too much information.
Wait, who are you again? You look familiar, but also terrifyingly important.
I work here, administrative assistant on the 15th floor.
15th floor? That's where all the scary executive people live. Are you one of those people who can fire me with just a glance?
I can't fire anyone. I mostly just schedule meetings and answer phones.
Thank goodness. I thought you might be related to the big boss upstairs. You know, the Ice King himself.
Ice King?
Yeah, the CEO. Everyone calls him that because he's colder than a frozen fish stick. Never smiles, never talks to anyone. Just walks around looking like he swallowed a lemon.
That seems harsh.
Harsh but true. I heard he once fired someone just for saying good morning too enthusiastically. Can you imagine? Too much cheerfulness is apparently a crime in his book.
Maybe he's just focused on work.
Focused? Man is like a robot. I bet he doesn't even have feelings. Probably runs on batteries and motor oil.
You shouldn't talk about your boss like that.
My boss. Lady, I work in the mailroom. That guy's like 10 levels above my pay grade. He probably doesn't even know I exist.
Still, you never know who might be listening.
These elevators probably have cameras. Hi there, security team. Please don't report me to the Ice King.
You're ridiculous.
Ridiculously desperate for a bathroom break. Seriously, how long does it take to fix an elevator?
They said it would be about 20 minutes.
20 minutes? I'll never survive. This is how I die. Death by overactive bladder in a corporate elevator.
You're being dramatic.
This is pure survival instinct. You seem nice. If I don't make it, tell my goldfish I loved him.
You have a goldfish?
3 goldfish, actually. Mr. Bubbles, Captain Finn, and Princess Scales. They're my roommates, since I can't afford to live with actual humans in this city.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Sweet but pathetic. A grown man living with fish because rent costs more than my monthly salary. At least fish don't judge you for eating cereal for dinner 5 nights in a row.
Done that too.
You seem so put together, like you have your life figured out, and probably eat actual vegetables.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Tell me about it. I bet even the Ice King upstairs has some weird secret, like he collects rubber ducks or watches romantic comedies when nobody's looking.
Maybe he does.
Can you imagine the mighty CEO crying over a sad movie scene? That would be the day.
People are complex.
Speaking of complex, this elevator situation is getting complicated. I really need to find a bathroom soon.
Try thinking about something else. I don't know. Your job, your hobbies, anything but bathrooms.
Okay, my job. I deliver mail around this giant building. Sounds boring, but it's actually pretty interesting. I get to see all the office drama unfold.
What kind of drama?
Oh, the usual stuff. Office romances, workplace rivalries, people stealing lunches from the communal refrigerator. Classic corporate chaos.
Sounds entertaining.
Just last week I saw this huge argument between 2 managers over who used the last of the coffee creamer. It was intense, like a soap opera, but with business suits.
Did they resolve it?
Eventually, someone bought more creamer, and peace was restored to the land. For a moment there, I thought we might have a full-scale office war on our hands.
You really enjoy your job.
Plus, walking around all day keeps me in shape. Well, sort of. I still can't resist the vending machine cookies on the 3rd floor.
Those are good cookies.
You know about the 3rd floor cookies? You must have been around this building for a while.
A few months.
And you work for one of the executives?
Something like that.
That must be stressful. All those important meetings and serious business decisions. I don't know how you handle the pressure.
You adapt.
I can barely handle the pressure of delivering mail to the right office. Last month, I accidentally gave the legal department's confidential documents to the marketing team. That was awkward.
What happened?
Nothing too bad. They just reminded me to double-check the addresses. But I felt terrible for weeks. Kept imagining worst-case scenarios where I caused some major corporate disaster.
Everyone makes mistakes.
True. But when you work for a company this big, even small mistakes feel huge. Especially when the big boss has a reputation for being unforgiving.
Maybe he's not as bad as everyone thinks.
You really think so? I mean, the stories I hear are pretty intense. Apparently, he once made someone redo an entire presentation because one slide had the wrong font.
That does sound excessive.
But maybe he just has high standards. Running a company this size must be incredibly difficult.
It probably is.
Still, a little kindness wouldn't hurt. A smile here and there, maybe some casual conversation. It would make the workplace feel less like a military operation.
Some people aren't comfortable with casual conversation.
I'm the opposite, though. I'll talk to anyone about anything. Sometimes I think I talk too much.
You're just friendly.
Friendly and desperate to avoid awkward silences. Speaking of which, how much longer do you think we'll be stuck in here?
Hopefully not much longer.
Good, because my bladder situation is reaching critical levels. This is definitely going in my top 10 worst Monday morning experiences.
What are the other 9?
Great question. There was the time I got trapped in the supply closet for 2 hours the day I spilled coffee all over myself right before a company meeting, and the morning I accidentally sent a personal email to everyone in the building.
What kind of personal email?
A love letter to my ex-girlfriend. Very embarrassing. The whole company knew about my feelings for 3 days until IT figured out how to recall the message.
That must have been mortifying.
Also kind of liberating. After that, I figured nothing could embarrass me anymore. I was wrong, but it was a nice feeling while it lasted.
What changed your mind?
Last week, I called the CEO by the wrong name during a brief encounter in the hallway. Instead of whatever his real name is, I called him Steve.
Steve?
I panicked. He was walking toward me, and I knew I should say something respectful. My brain just went blank. Steve was the first name that popped into my head.
How did he react?
He just stared at me for about 5 seconds, then kept walking. Thought I was going to be fired for sure.
But you weren't?
Either he didn't care, or he forgot about it immediately. I'm hoping for the second option.
Maybe he thought it was funny.
The Ice King finding something funny? That would be a miracle. Although, now that I think about it, he didn't look angry, just surprised.
People can surprise you.
Very true. I just realized I don't know your name. I've been rambling for 15 minutes without proper introductions.
I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. I'm Benny, official mailroom employee and elevator conversation enthusiast.
Hello, Benny.
So, Samantha, what do you like to do outside of work? Any exciting hobbies or secret talents?
I read a lot.
Books sometimes.
Pretty standard stuff.
Reading is great. What kind of books?
Mostly fiction. Romance novels, mysteries, some fantasy.
Romance novels? You seem too serious for romance novels.
Why is that?
You just have this composed, professional vibe. I imagine you reading business journals or something equally impressive.
I read those too, but sometimes you need an escape.
Makes perfect sense. I read comic books myself. Not exactly high literature, but they're fun.
Which ones?
Mostly superhero stuff. I like the idea of ordinary people becoming extraordinary. Very aspirational for a mailroom employee.
Maybe you're more extraordinary than you think.
That's sweet of you to say, but I'm pretty ordinary. My biggest accomplishment this month was finally beating level 12 on my favorite video game.
That counts as an accomplishment.
Although I'm not sure my mother would agree. She keeps asking when I'm going to get a serious job and settle down with a nice girl.
What would you consider a serious job?
Something with a desk and a nameplate, maybe? The kind of job where people take you seriously when you talk.
People not take you seriously now?
Not really, but I'm okay with it. Being underestimated has its advantages. People tell you things they wouldn't tell someone more intimidating.
Like what?
Office gossip, personal problems, random thoughts. I'm like a mobile confession booth sometimes.
That must make you feel trusted.
I take that responsibility seriously. What people tell me in confidence stays with me.
That's admirable.
I figure if you can't be important, at least you can be trustworthy. Speaking of trust, can I tell you something weird? Sometimes I feel like there's more going on in this building than meets the eye. Like there are secrets hiding behind all the professional facades.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not sure exactly. Just a feeling that some of the relationships between people aren't what they seem to be publicly.
Corporate environments can be complicated.
Exactly. Like, I've noticed certain people who act like strangers in public, but seem to know each other better than they let on.
Maybe they're just being professional.
Maybe, or maybe there's more to the story. I have this theory that half the executives are secretly related or dating or something.
That seems unlikely.
You're probably right. I watch too many soap operas. They've corrupted my view of reality.
Soap operas can be entertaining.
All that drama and romance and secret identities. Real life is usually much more boring.
Usually.
Though, working in this building has shown me that real life can be pretty dramatic too. Just last month, there was this whole situation with someone in accounting.
What happened?
Apparently, they'd been embezzling money for months. Nobody suspected anything until an audit revealed the missing funds.
That's serious.
Very serious. The person was fired immediately, and there was talk of criminal charges. It was the biggest scandal this place has seen in years.
How did people react?
Shock mostly. The person seems so normal and trustworthy. Just goes to show that you never really know what's going on in someone else's life.
People are complex.
They really are. Which brings me back to my theory about the Ice King upstairs. What if his cold exterior is just a protective shell?
What do you mean?
Maybe he's actually a decent person who's learned that showing emotion in business is seen as weakness. So he puts on this tough act to survive.
That's possible.
Right? I mean, nobody is born cold and unfeeling. Something must have shaped him into the person he is today.
You seem to think about him a lot.
Only because he's such a mystery. I'm curious by nature, and he's like this unsolvable puzzle walking around the building.
Maybe some puzzles are meant to stay unsolved.
Maybe, but where's the fun in that? I prefer to believe that everyone has a story worth knowing.
Even people who don't want to share their stories?
Especially those people. The most interesting stories usually belong to the people who keep them hidden.
That's an interesting perspective.
Thanks. I got it from my grandmother. She used to say that still waters run deep, meaning the quietest people often have the most going on inside.
Your grandmother sounds wise.
She also made the best chocolate chip cookies in the world, but that's beside the point.
I don't think that's beside the point at all. Good cookies are important.
You're absolutely right. Life is too short for mediocre cookies. Oh, speaking of food, I'm supposed to meet my friend for lunch today.
Where are you going?
This little sandwich place downtown. Nothing fancy, but they make amazing pastrami sandwiches. Want to join us if we ever get out of here?
That's kind of you, but I have other plans.
No worries. Maybe another time. Although, I should probably warn you that my friend can be a little intense.
How so?
He's convinced that everyone in corporate America is part of some grand conspiracy. Lunch with him usually involves at least 30 minutes of theories about hidden agendas and secret meetings.
That sounds exhausting.
It can be, but he's a good friend despite his paranoid tendencies. Plus, he pays for lunch half the time, so I can tolerate a little conspiracy talk.
Fair trade.
Exactly. Friendship is all about compromise. Speaking of which, I hope whoever you're having lunch with is more normal than my conspiracy theorist friend.
I'm actually eating alone today.
By choice or circumstance?
Choice.
Sometimes it's nice to have quiet time.
I get that, though I have to admit, I'm not great with silence. I tend to fill it with random chatter, as you've probably noticed.
I have noticed.
Sorry about that. I know not everyone appreciates constant conversation.
It's fine. You're entertaining.
Entertaining? That's the nicest thing anyone said to me all week. Usually people describe me as energetic or talkative, which sound less flattering.
Those aren't necessarily bad things.
True, but entertaining suggests that people actually enjoy listening to me ramble. That's a confidence boost I needed today.
Why did you need a confidence boost?
I have this performance review coming up next week. I'm nervous about it because I really need this job.
I'm sure you'll do fine.
I hope so. The economy isn't great for people without college degrees. This job might not be glamorous, but it pays the bills and has decent health insurance.
Health insurance is important.
Extremely important, especially when you have a tendency to injure yourself in ridiculous ways. Last month, I somehow managed to strain my back while opening a particularly stubborn jar of pickles.
How does that even happen?
Poor form and excessive determination. I was really craving those pickles and refused to give up. 20 minutes later, I was lying on my kitchen floor questioning my life choices.
Did you at least get the jar open?
Eventually, yes. The pickles were delicious, but probably not worth a medical bill.
Probably not.
Live and learn, right? Though knowing me, I'll probably make the same mistake again the next time I encounter a stubborn jar.
At least you're consistent.
Consistently ridiculous. But hey, life would be boring if we were all sensible all the time.
That's true.
You seem pretty sensible, though. I bet you've never injured yourself opening a jar of pickles.
You'd be surprised.
Really? Now I'm curious. What's the most ridiculous way you've ever hurt yourself?
I once walked into a glass door because I was reading while walking.
Ouch. Was the book at least good enough to justify the embarrassment?
It was actually a work email on my phone, which makes it even worse.
Work emails are the worst. They're never urgent enough to justify walking into doors, but somehow we always treat them like life or death situations.
Exactly.
I bet whoever sent that email had no idea their message caused a minor collision between you and a glass door.
They definitely didn't.
The hidden consequences of corporate communication. Maybe this should be covered in workplace safety training.
Warning: reading emails while walking may result in architectural encounters.
That's perfect. You should suggest it to human resources. They love that kind of thing.
I'll keep that in mind.
You know what? This conversation has really helped pass the time. I almost forgot about my bladder situation.
Almost?
Keyword being almost. It's still a pressing concern, but at least I'm distracted.
Good.
You're really easy to talk to, Samantha. Most people get annoyed with my constant chatter after about 5 minutes.
Maybe they're just not good listeners.
Or maybe I'm just not good at reading social cues. Either way, I appreciate your patience.
You're welcome.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you think people can really change? Like, fundamental personality changes?
What do you mean?
Well, like our mysterious CEO, do you think someone that cold and distant could ever become warm and open?
I think people are capable of change when they have the right motivation.
What kind of motivation would it take to change someone like that?
Maybe meeting the right person. Someone who makes them want to be different.
Like a romantic comedy situation?
Something like that.
That would be amazing. Can you imagine the Ice King falling in love and suddenly becoming human?
It could happen.
Though I suppose love makes people do crazy things. I've seen it transform the most unlikely people.
Have you ever been in love?
Once with my ex-girlfriend. It was intense while it lasted. Made me want to be a better person, you know?
What happened?
Reality set in. We wanted different things from life. She was ambitious and career-focused. I was content with my simple job and simple life.
That must have been difficult.
It was, but I learned a lot about myself. Sometimes loving someone means letting them go pursue their dreams, even if those dreams don't include you.
That's very mature.
Thanks. Took me a while to get there, but heartbreak has a way of teaching you important lessons.
It does.
What about you? Ever been in love?
I thought I was once.
What changed your mind?
I realized I was in love with the idea of him, not who he actually was.
That's a tough realization.
It was, but better to learn that sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. Though it makes you wonder how many people are walking around in relationships with fantasies instead of real people.
Probably more than we think.
Kind of sad when you think about it. Everyone deserves to be loved for who they really are, not who someone wishes they were.
Agreed.
Maybe that's part of the Ice King's problem. Maybe nobody has ever seen past the cold exterior to appreciate who he really is underneath.
That's possible.
Or maybe he's actually just cold to the core and I'm being overly optimistic. Sometimes people really are exactly what they appear to be.
Sometimes.
But I prefer to believe in hidden depths and untold stories. Makes life more interesting.
It does.
Plus, if I can believe that everyone has hidden depths, maybe someone will believe that about me too.
What hidden depths do you have?
That's the question, isn't it? Maybe I'm more than just a chatty mailroom employee with a tiny apartment and 3 goldfish.
Maybe you are.
Though honestly, those goldfish are pretty great company. Very good listeners, never interrupt, and they're always happy to see me when I get home from work.
Sounds like ideal roommates.
They really are. No drama, no dirty dishes, and the rent is incredibly affordable.
What more could you want?
True. Although, it would be nice to have someone to share dinner with occasionally. Someone who can actually respond when I talk about my day.
You could get more social interaction outside of work.
I should. I keep meaning to join some kind of club or take a class, but after work, I just want to go home and relax.
That's understandable.
Plus, meeting new people is scary. What if they don't like my constant chatter?
Then they're not your people.
That's a good point. Better to be authentically myself and find people who appreciate that than to pretend to be someone else.
Exactly.
You know, this conversation has been surprisingly therapeutic. I should get trapped in elevators more often.
Maybe stick to therapy that doesn't involve potential bathroom emergencies.
Good advice. Speaking of which, how much longer do you think we'll be stuck?
It shouldn't be much longer now.
Good, because as much as I've enjoyed our chat, I really need to find a restroom soon.
I understand.
At least if I have an embarrassing accident, you're the only witness. I feel like you'd be discreet about it.
I would be.
Thanks. Though let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Agreed.
You know, Samantha, you're really nice. I hope we run into each other again under less confined circumstances.
That would be nice.
Maybe I'll see you around the building. I deliver mail to the 15th floor pretty regularly.
Maybe you will.
Though I'll try to be more professional if I see you during work hours. Can't have people thinking I'm not serious about my job.
I think you take your job plenty seriously.
Thanks. I really do try to do good work, even if I sometimes get distracted by office drama and vending machine cookies.
Everyone gets distracted sometimes.
True. Even a mighty CEO probably gets distracted occasionally. Maybe he secretly reads comic books during boring meetings.
Maybe he does.
Wouldn't that be something? The Ice King secretly being a comic book fan. We might actually have something in common.
You might.
Though I doubt he reads the same kind of comics I do. He probably reads serious graphic novels about corporate strategy or something equally businesslike.
You never know.
You're right. Maybe he's into superhero stories, just like me. Maybe he fantasizes about having superpowers and saving the day.
Everyone needs heroes.
Exactly. Even cold, distant CEOs need something to believe in.
They do.
You know what? I'm going to choose to believe that he's not as bad as everyone thinks. Maybe he's just misunderstood.
That's generous of you.
Well, if I'm going to spend my days working in the same building as him, I might as well imagine the best instead of the worst.
That's a healthy attitude.
Plus, being optimistic about people usually makes me feel better about life in general.
Optimism is underrated.
It really is. Though sometimes I wonder if I'm too optimistic for my own good.
How so?
Well, like this whole situation, most people would be furious about being trapped in an elevator. I'm treating it like an opportunity for interesting conversation.
Nothing wrong with making the best of a bad situation.
True, though I reserve the right to complain loudly if we don't get rescued soon.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, do you hear that? It sounds like someone's working on the elevator.
I think you're right.
Finally, my bladder and I were starting to panic. Hello in there. We've got the problem identified and should have you out in just a few more minutes. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Just doing my job. Sorry for the inconvenience. No worries. These things happen.
Thank you for the update.
You bet. We'll have you moving again shortly. This is exciting. I mean, I'll miss our conversation, but I really need to find a bathroom.
I understand completely.
It's been really nice talking with you, Samantha. You're a great listener and surprisingly funny.
Thank you, Benny.
You're pretty entertaining yourself.
That's the second time you've called me entertaining today. I'm going to remember that compliment for weeks.
You should.
Maybe I'll see you around the building sometime. We could grab coffee and continue our conversation without the threat of elevator confinement.
I'd like that.
Great. I know where all the best coffee spots are in the building. Perks of being the mailroom guy.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, I think we're moving.
We are.
Success. Freedom is within reach.
Finally.
You know, despite the bathroom emergency and the confinement, this has actually been one of the better parts of my day.
Mine too.
Really? That's nice to hear. I was worried I might have talked your ear off.
Not at all.
Good. because I have plenty more stories where those came from.
I'm sure you do.
All right, here we go. Freedom at last.
Thank goodness.
Well, Samantha, this is where we part ways. Thanks for making being trapped in an elevator actually enjoyable.
Thank you too, Benny.
See you around the building.
See you around.
Samantha, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
The elevator broke down. I was stuck for about half an hour.
Are you all right? You look a bit flustered.
I'm Fine.
Just tired.
Good. We have that conference call with the Tokyo office in 20 minutes. Are you prepared?
Of course.
Excellent. Oh, and there was a call from the hospital while you were unavailable.
The hospital? What did they want?
They need to speak with you about some test results. They said it was important.
Did they say what kind of test results?
No, just that you should call them back as soon as possible.
I'll call them after the conference.
Are you sure you're all right? You look pale.
I'm fine, Connor. Just a long morning.
If you need to postpone the conference call, I can handle it myself.
No, I'll be there. Just give me a few minutes to collect myself.
All right, I'll be in my office when you're ready.
Connor, wait.
Yes?
Nothing. Never mind.
You're acting strange today. Are you certain everything is okay?
Everything is fine. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Very well.
Hello, this is Samantha calling about my test results. Yes, please hold while I transfer you to the appropriate department. Thank you.
Hello, this is regarding your recent blood work.
Yes, you called and said it was important.
I have your results here. Is this a good time to talk privately?
Yes, I'm alone.
Well, congratulations. The test confirms that you're pregnant.
I'm what?
Pregnant. About 6 weeks along, based on hormone levels.
Are you certain?
Quite certain. The results are very clear.
I see.
Do you have any questions about next steps or prenatal care?
I need to think about this. Can I call you back?
Of course. Take your time. We're here when you're ready to discuss options.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care. How'd the call go?
Fine. Everything is fine.
You don't look fine. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm just tired, Connor. The elevator situation threw off my whole morning.
Maybe you should go home early today.
I can't. We have too much work to finish.
Work and wait. Your health is more important.
My health is fine.
Samantha, we need to talk.
About what?
About us. About this situation we've created.
What situation?
You know what situation? We can't keep pretending that night didn't happen.
Connor, please. Not here.
Then where? You've been avoiding me for weeks.
I haven't been avoiding you. I've been maintaining professional boundaries.
Professional boundaries? We're married.
Keep your voice down.
Do you want the entire office to hear you?
Maybe I do. Maybe I'm tired of pretending we're strangers.
We agreed this was the best way to handle things.
You decided this was the best way. I never agreed to anything.
Connor, please.
We've discussed this.
No, You've lectured me about this. There's a difference.
I'm trying to protect both of our careers.
By pretending I don't exist? By acting like our marriage is some kind of shameful secret?
That's not what I'm doing.
Then what would you call it?
I would call it being sensible about a complicated situation.
Complicated? We're in love. How is that complicated?
You're the CEO, Connor. I'm your assistant. People will think I got this job through nepotism.
So what? You're brilliant at what you do. Anyone who works with you knows you earned this position.
That's not how corporate gossip works, and you know it.
I don't care about corporate gossip.
Well, I do. My reputation matters to me.
More than our marriage?
That's not fair.
Isn't it? You won't even wear your wedding ring to work.
Because it would raise questions I'm not ready to answer.
When will you be ready? Because I'm getting tired of living like we're having an affair instead of a marriage.
Connor, I have something I need to tell you.
Finally, please tell me anything. I'm desperate for honest conversation.
I'm pregnant.
You're what?
Pregnant. The hospital called with test results.
Pregnant? How long have you known?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes? And you just telling me now?
I just found out myself.
This is incredible. We're having a baby.
Shh. Do you want everyone to hear?
I don't care who hears. This is the best news I've had in months.
Connor, please keep your voice down.
Right, sorry. I'm just excited.
We need to think about what this means.
What it means? It means we're starting a family.
It means everything is about to become much more complicated.
Or much simpler. Maybe this is exactly what we needed to stop hiding.
How does a baby make anything simpler?
Because now we have something more important than office politics to worry about.
Connor, I can't have people thinking I got pregnant to secure my position here.
That's ridiculous. We're married.
A marriage that nobody knows about.
Then we tell them.
It's not that simple.
Why not? We make an announcement, we tell people we've been married for 6 months, and we move forward as a family.
Because people will count backwards and realize the timeline doesn't make sense with my hiring date.
So what if they do?
So I'll look like someone who slept with the boss to get ahead.
Anyone who knows you would never think that.
You don't know what people will think.
Samantha, I love you. I want to build a life with you and our baby. Isn't that more important than what some gossipy coworkers might think?
Of course it is, but I still have to work here. I still have to face these people every day.
Not if you don't want to.
What do you mean?
You take time off. Focus on the pregnancy, on preparing for the baby.
You want me to quit?
I want you to have options. If working here is going to cause you stress during the pregnancy, maybe you should consider alternatives.
I like my job, Connor. I don't want to give it up.
Then don't. But we need to figure out how to make this work without you feeling like you have to hide our entire relationship.
I need time to think about this.
How much time?
I don't know. A few days? A week?
Samantha, we're having a baby together. At some point, people are going to notice.
I know that.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to pressure you. I'm just excited and scared and confused all at the same time.
I understand. I feel the same way.
Are you happy about the baby?
I don't know yet.
It's all happening so fast.
That's okay. You don't have to know how you feel right away.
Thank you.
But I want you to know that whatever you decide, whatever you need, I'm here for you.
Even if I need time to figure this out,
Even then,
I should get back to work.
Samantha, wait.
What is it?
I love you. Whatever happens, that doesn't change.
I love you too.
Good. That's all I needed to hear. Hey, Connor. How's the Ice King today? Excuse me? Sorry. How are you doing today, sir? Fine, thank you. Do you have mail from my office? Just a few pieces. Nothing urgent. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it? Were you stuck in the elevator earlier today? I thought I saw you getting on around the time mine broke down. No, I take the stairs usually. Smart choice. I was trapped in there for like 30 minutes with this really nice woman from the 15th floor. Is that so? Yeah, super sweet lady. Great conversationalist. Really made the whole experience bearable. I'm glad it worked out well for you. Me too, though I have to say, she seemed a little stressed about something. I hope everything's okay with her. I'm sure she's fine. Yeah, probably just work stuff. You know how it is around here. Everyone's always stressed about something. Indeed. Speaking of stress, you seem pretty relaxed today. More relaxed than usual, anyway. Do I? Yeah, usually you have this intense, focused look. Today you seem almost happy. I suppose I have reason to be happy. That's great to hear. Good news is rare around corporate offices. Very true. Well, I should let you get back to work. These mail deliveries won't make themselves. Benny, wait. Yes, sir? The woman you were stuck with. Did she mention her name? Yeah, Samantha. Why? Just curious. She works on this floor. Small world. You probably know her then. I do. She's really nice. You're lucky to have someone like that working for you. Yes, I am. Well, I'll see you around. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Thank you, Benny.
You wanted to see me?
Close the door, please.
What's this about?
I've been thinking about our conversation earlier,
And?
and I think I have a solution that might work for both of us.
I'm listening.
What if we transfer you to a different department? Same company, same level of responsibility, but you wouldn't be reporting directly to me anymore.
Connor, I don't want to leave this department.
It would just be temporary, until after the baby is born and things settle down.
That's still months away.
I know it's not ideal, but it might give us the space we need to figure things out.
What about the work we're doing together? The Tokyo expansion project?
I'll find someone else to take over your portion.
Just like that? You'll replace me with someone else?
I'm not replacing you. I'm trying to find a solution that works for everyone.
It doesn't work for me.
Then what do you suggest?
I don't know. I'm still processing all of this.
Samantha, I bought you a house.
What?
Last week, I bought you a house. Us a house, technically, but it's in your name.
You did what?
It's a nice neighborhood, good schools, perfect for raising a family.
Connor, you can't just buy a house without discussing it with me.
I wanted to surprise you.
This is exactly what I was worried about.
What do you mean?
You making major decisions without consulting me, acting like you know what's best for both of us.
I was trying to be thoughtful.
By spending hundreds of thousands of dollars without asking me first?
It's not about the money.
Then what is it about?
It's about building a future together. About having a place where we could be a real family.
We can be a real family without you making unilateral decisions about our lives.
You're right. I'm sorry. I should have talked to you first.
Yes, you should have.
I was just excited about the baby, and I wanted to do something special.
Buying a house is not something special, Connor. It's something massive.
I know. I got carried away.
What am I supposed to do with a house I didn't choose and can't afford?
You don't have to worry about affording it. It's paid for.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point?
The point is that we're supposed to be partners. Partners make decisions together.
You're absolutely right.
And another thing, if you bought this house for us, why is it only in my name?
Because I didn't want anyone at the company to find out about our relationship through property records.
So you're as concerned about secrecy as I am.
I was trying to protect your privacy.
Or you were trying to protect your own reputation.
That's not fair.
Isn't it? You want me to be open about our marriage, but you're buying secret houses to keep your name off the paperwork.
I was thinking about what you said about people finding out.
So you do understand why I'm concerned about this.
I do, but I don't want to live like this forever.
Like what?
Like we're ashamed of being married.
I'm not ashamed of being married to you.
Then what are you ashamed of?
I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm trying to be practical about a complicated situation.
How long do you want to keep this complicated?
I don't know, Connor. I'm figuring it out as I go.
Well, figure out faster, because I can't keep pretending we're strangers much longer.
Don't give me ultimatums.
It's not an ultimatum. It's honesty.
It sounds like an ultimatum to me.
I love you, Samantha. I love you, and I want the world to know it.
Even if it complicates both of our professional lives?
Even then.
I need to see this house.
Now.
Yes, now. If I'm supposedly living in it, I should probably know what it looks like.
It's not far from here. We could go during lunch.
Fine.
But this doesn't mean I'm accepting it.
Understood.
And no more major purchases without discussing them with me first.
Agreed.
Good.
Samantha?
Yes.
Are you excited about the baby at all?
Ask me after I see the house.
Fair enough.
This is beautiful, Connor.
You like it?
I love it, but that's not the point.
What is the point?
The point is that you made this decision without me.
I know, and I'm sorry about that.
The kitchen is gorgeous.
I thought you'd like the granite countertops.
I do, but I also would have liked to pick them out myself.
There's still time to change things if you want.
Connor, this house probably costs more than I'll make in 10 years.
Money isn't an issue for us.
It's an issue for me
Why?
because it makes me feel like a kept woman.
That's not what this is about.
Then what is it about?
It's about love, about wanting to give you and our baby the best life possible.
What if the best life possible doesn't include a mansion?
This isn't a mansion. It's a 4-bedroom house in a good neighborhood.
For bedrooms?
Connor, we don't need 4 bedrooms.
We need one for us, one for the baby, one for a home office, and one for guests.
You have this all planned out, don't you?
I've been thinking about our future, yes.
Our future, or your vision of our future.
Hopefully they're the same thing.
What if they're not?
Then we compromise.
How do you compromise on a house that's already purchased?
We make it work for both of us.
Connor, this is overwhelming.
I know. I'm sorry.
A baby, a house, office drama. It's all happening so fast.
We don't have to rush anything.
Don't we?
People are going to notice I'm pregnant eventually.
Not for months.
And then what? Do we pretend we had a whirlwind romance after they notice?
We tell them the truth.
Which is what exactly?
That we've been married for 6 months and we're expecting our first child.
And when they ask why we kept it secret,
We tell them we wanted privacy while we adjusted to married life.
you think they'll believe that?
I think it's none of their business either way.
Easy for you to say. You're the boss.
Which means I can protect you from any negative consequences.
You can't control how people think about me.
No, but I can control how they treat you.
That's exactly the kind of thing I'm worried about.
What do you mean?
I don't want special treatment because I'm married to you.
You won't get special treatment. You'll get the respect you deserve.
How is anyone supposed to know the difference?
Because you've already proven yourself in this company.
Have I? Or have people just been nice to me because they sensed you had a personal interest?
Samantha, you're brilliant at your job. Everyone knows that.
Do they?
Or do they just think I am because you say so?
You're overthinking this.
Maybe I'm thinking about it exactly as much as I should.
What would make you feel better about this situation?
I don't know. Time, maybe.
How much time?
Enough time to figure out how to handle everything without losing myself in the process.
You're not going to lose yourself.
How do you know?
Because I fell in love with exactly who you are. I don't want you to change.
Everything is changing, Connor. I'm pregnant. We're married. You bought us a house. Nothing is the same as it was 6 months ago.
Some change is good.
Some change is terrifying.
I'm scared too.
You are?
Of course I am. I'm going to be a father. That's the most important job I've ever had. And I have no idea how to do it.
At least we'll figure it out together.
Will we?
What do you mean?
Sometimes it feels like you're pulling away from me instead of toward me.
I'm not pulling away. I'm just trying to process everything.
How can I help?
Give me time to think about all of this.
And in the meantime,
In the meantime, we keep things professional at work.
for how long?
Until I figure out the best way to handle the situation.
Okay,
Really? You're okay with that?
I'm not okay with it, but I understand it.
Thank you.
But Samantha?
Yes.
I need you to understand something too.
What?
I'm not going to pretend to be unhappy about this pregnancy. I want this baby, and I want our marriage to work.
I want those things too.
Good. As long as we're both working toward the same goal, we'll figure out the details.
I hope so.
We will.
Connor?
Yes?
The house really is beautiful.
Does that mean you'll consider keeping it?
I'll consider it.
That's all I can ask for.
Actually, there is one more thing you can ask for.
What's that?
Next time you want to make a grand gesture, maybe start with flowers.
Noted.
Good. Now let's go back to work before people start wondering where we are.
Together?
Separately. You go first.
Right? Professional distance.
For now.
For now. Hey, Samantha. Fancy meeting you here.
Oh, hello, Benny.
Great minds think alike, huh? Both heading back from lunch at the same time.
Yes, I suppose so.
You look better than you did this morning. Less stressed.
Thank you.
Did you have a nice lunch? Somewhere good?
It was fine.
Just fine? That's disappointing. Life's too short for mediocre lunch experiences.
It wasn't mediocre. I just have a lot on my mind.
Want to talk about it? I'm an excellent listener, as you discovered during our elevator adventure.
That's kind of you, but it's personal stuff.
The best kind of stuff. Also the most complicated kind, unfortunately.
Exactly.
Well, if you ever need someone to ramble while you work through your thoughts, you know where to find me.
In the mailroom?
Or wandering the halls delivering important documents and semi-important gossip.
Semi-important gossip?
You know, the kind that's interesting but not particularly useful. Like which departments are feuding over conference room reservations.
That does sound semi-important.
Right? Not life-changing, but entertaining enough to make the workday more interesting.
I should get back upstairs.
Of course, important assistant work awaits.
Something like that.
Hey, Samantha.
Yes.
I hope whatever's on your mind works out well for you.
Thank you, Benny.
That's very sweet.
Just being honest. You seem like good people, and good people deserve good outcomes.
I appreciate that.
Anytime. Now go forth and assist executives with great efficiency.
I'll do my best.
I'm sure you will.
Samantha, there's been an interesting development. What kind of development? Someone from accounting noticed some unusual expense reports from the CEO's office. What kind of unusual expenses? Large real estate transaction, apparently processed through the company's legal department. That doesn't sound that unusual for a CEO. It does when the property is residential and not commercial. Maybe it's an investment property. Maybe, but the paperwork suggests it's personal, not business related. Why are you telling me this? Because you work closely with him. Has he mentioned anything about buying a house? No, he hasn't mentioned anything like that to me. Interesting. Usually executives discuss major financial decisions with their assistants. Maybe this was a private matter. Or maybe there's more to the story than we know. Jennifer, I don't think we should be speculating about our boss's personal finances.
You're probably right.
It's just unusual, that's all. Lots of things are unusual. That doesn't make them our business. True. I just thought you should know in case it comes up. Thank you for the heads up. No problem. Oh, and Samantha? Yes. If you do hear anything about this house situation, I'd be curious to know more. I'll keep that in mind.
Great.
See you later. Connor, we have a problem.
What's wrong?
People are asking questions about the house.
What kind of questions?
Someone in accounting noticed the expense reports. They're wondering why you're buying residential property.
How is that their business?
It becomes their business when it shows up in company financial records.
I'll handle it.
How?
I'll explain that it was a personal investment that got processed through the wrong department by mistake.
Will they believe that?
They'll have to. I'm the CEO.
Connor, this is exactly what I was worried about.
What do you mean?
People are going to start connecting dots that lead back to me.
How would they connect anything back to you?
Because I'm your assistant. If you're acting strangely or making unusual purchases, people assume I know about it.
You do know about it.
That's not the point.
Then what is the point?
The point is that our secret isn't as secret as we thought it was.
One person in accounting asking questions doesn't mean our secret is out.
It means people are paying attention.
So what do you want me to do?
I want you to be more careful.
I thought I was being careful.
Buying a house through company channels is not being careful.
You're right. I made a mistake.
A mistake that could expose both of us.
I'll fix it.
How?
I'll transfer the paperwork to my personal attorney and make it clear that the company processing was an error.
And if people keep asking questions?
Then we deal with those questions when they come up.
Connor, I don't think I can keep doing this.
Doing what?
Living like we're doing something wrong.
We're not doing anything wrong.
Then why does it feel like we are?
Because you're letting other people's potential opinions matter more than our actual relationship.
Maybe because those opinions could affect our actual relationship.
Only if we let them.
It's not that simple.
It could be.
How?
We make an announcement. We tell everyone we're married, we're having a baby, and we're happy about both of those things.
And then what?
Then we live our lives without hiding.
You make it sound so easy.
Maybe it is easier than we're making it.
Or maybe you just don't understand what it's like to be in my position.
What does that mean?
It means that you have power in this company and I don't.
You have more power than you think.
Not when it comes to protecting my reputation.
Your reputation is solid, Samantha. You've earned respect here.
Have I earned it, or has it been given to me because of my connection to you?
You've earned it.
How can you be so certain?
Because I've watched you work. I've seen how people respond to your ideas and your leadership.
People can fake respect when they think it benefits them.
Not everyone is that calculating.
Enough people are.
So what's your solution?
I don't have one yet.
Well, we need to find one soon, because this pregnancy isn't going to stay hidden forever.
I know that.
Do you? Because sometimes it seems like you're hoping this will all just disappear.
I'm not hoping for anything to disappear. I'm hoping to find a way to handle this situation that doesn't destroy everything we've both worked for.
What if there isn't a way to handle it that protects everything?
What do you mean?
What if we have to choose between protecting our careers and protecting our family?
I don't want to make that choice.
Neither do I, but we might not have options.
There have to be options.
Like what?
I don't know yet, but there have to be.
Samantha, I need you to consider the possibility that we might have to make our relationship public sooner than you want.
How much sooner?
Soon, before people start drawing their own conclusions.
What kind of conclusions?
The kind that are worse than the truth.
Such as?
Such as people thinking we're having an affair instead of a marriage.
Do you think that's what people are starting to think?
I think people are starting to notice that we spend a lot of time together.
We work together. Of course, we spend time together.
More time than most bosses spend with their assistants.
Is that true?
It might be.
Connor, are you saying people already suspect something?
I'm saying it's possible.
Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I didn't want to worry you unnecessarily.
Worry me? Connor, this affects both of us.
I know, and I'm sorry.
What exactly have people said?
Nothing direct. Just comments about how much time we spend in closed-door meetings.
Those are legitimate work meetings.
I know that, but other people might interpret them differently.
This is a disaster.
It's not a disaster. It's a manageable situation.
How is this manageable?
We control the narrative by telling our story before someone else tells theirs.
And what story do we tell?
The truth. We fell in love. We got married. We're having a baby.
In that order?
Does the order matter?
It might matter to some people.
Samantha, we can't control how every person in this company reacts to our news.
But we can control how we present it.
Exactly. So let's present it honestly and confidently.
When?
Soon.
How soon?
This week.
This week? Connor, I need more time to prepare.
What kind of preparation do you need?
I need to figure out what I'm going to say when people ask questions.
You tell them the truth.
The truth is complicated.
The truth is that we love each other and we're building a life together.
The truth is also that I got pregnant accidentally and married my boss, and now I'm living in a house he bought without asking me.
When you put it like that, it does sound complicated,
Exactly.
but it's still the truth.
It's a version of the truth.
It's our version of the truth.
And if people don't like our version,
Then they don't like it, but at least they'll know where we stand.
Connor, I'm scared
Of what?
of everything changing, of people looking at me differently, of losing the respect I've worked so hard to earn.
You won't lose my respect.
Your respect isn't the only respect that matters to me.
I know, but it should count for something.
It does. It counts for everything.
Then trust me when I say we can get through this together.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll make the announcement this week.
Are you sure?
No, but I'm tired of living in fear of what might happen.
We'll make it work, Samantha.
I hope so.
I know so.
How can you be so confident?
Because I love you, and that's not going to change no matter what anyone else thinks about it.
I love you too.
Good. That's all we need to get started.
Get started on what?
On the rest of our lives. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Benny, what are you doing here? I was delivering mail to the executive offices, and I heard voices. I thought maybe someone was having a work crisis and needed help.
It's fine, Benny. We were just finishing up.
Are you sure? Because you both look like you've been having a very intense conversation. Not the usual boring business meeting kind of intense, but the personal drama kind of intense. We were discussing work matters. Work matters that involve declarations of love.
You heard that?
I have excellent hearing. It's both a blessing and a curse. Mostly a curse in office environments where people think their conversations are private. Benny, I think you should probably forget what you heard. Forget what I heard? Sir, with all due respect, that's like asking me to forget my own name. What I heard was beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yes, two people declaring their love for each other. It's like a real-life romantic movie happening right here in the corporate offices. This is a professional workplace, Benny. Professional workplace where the CEO and his assistant are secretly in love. This is incredible. I knew there was more going on in this building than met the eye.
Benny, please keep your voice down.
Sorry, but this is so exciting. I've been hoping for years that something romantic would happen in this place. It's been so boring and corporate and cold. Cold? Well, no offense, sir, but you do have a reputation for being a bit, shall we say, emotionally distant. I see. But now I understand. You weren't cold. You were just protecting your secret love, like a modern-day business prince hiding his true feelings.
Benny, this situation is complicated.
All the best love stories are complicated. Romeo and Juliet, Pride and Prejudice, when Harry met Sally. This isn't a story, Benny. This is real life. Real life can be even better than stories, especially when it involves secret workplace romances and mysterious house purchases.
How do you know about a house purchase?
I deliver mail, remember? I see all the paperwork that flows through this building. Legal documents, financial reports, real estate transactions. You read confidential documents? I don't read them on purpose, but when someone leaves papers on their desk and I have to deliver something right next to those papers, sometimes my eyes wander.
What exactly did you see?
Enough to know that someone in this office recently acquired a very nice residential property. And now that I know about your secret romance, the pieces are starting to fit together. Benny, you cannot tell anyone about what you've heard or seen. Of course not. I would never betray a confidence. My lips are sealed with the strongest metaphorical glue available.
We're trusting you with something very important.
I understand completely. Your secret is safe with me. Although, can I just say how happy this makes me? Why does it make you happy? Because love conquers all, even corporate hierarchies and professional boundaries. It's proof that there's still magic in the world.
You're very romantic for a mailroom employee.
I read a lot of books during my lunch breaks. Mostly romance novels. Actually, don't tell anyone. It might ruin my credibility. Your secret is safe with us. Thank you. So, when's the wedding?
The wedding?
You know, the big celebration where you officially become husband and wife in front of all your friends and family? We're already married. What? When? Where? How did I miss this? I thought I was observant about everything that happens in this building.
We had a small, private ceremony 6 months ago.
6 months ago? You've been married for 6 months and nobody knew? We wanted to keep it private. Private? But marriage is supposed to be a celebration. You're supposed to share your joy with the world.
Our situation is complicated, Benny.
Because of the boss employee thing?
Among other things.
I get it. Office politics can be tricky, but surely your love is stronger than office politics? We hope so. Of course it is. True love always wins in the end. Although it usually takes about 90 minutes in the movies. Real life might take a bit longer.
We're working on it.
Good. Love is worth working for. Speaking of which, is there anything I can do to help? Help with what? I don't know. Secret message delivery? Distraction krizischen. Romantic gesture coordination?
That's very sweet of you to offer.
I'm serious. I have a lot of free time and a surprisingly good understanding of romantic strategy. Romantic strategy? Years of reading romance novels and watching romantic comedies. I know all the classic moves and common mistakes.
What kind of common mistakes?
Oh, you know, poor communication, unnecessary jealousy, letting pride get in the way of happiness. The usual relationship sabotage behaviors. Have we been making any of those mistakes? Well, I've only heard about 2 minutes of your conversation, but it sounds like you might be overthinking the communication part.
What do you mean?
You're both clearly in love, you're married, you're building a life together. Why are you so worried about what other people think? Because other people's opinions can affect our careers. Can they though? I mean, really? You're the CEO, right? You have a lot of control over how this company operates. I can't control how people perceive situations. Maybe not, but you can control how you present situations. And right now, you're presenting this like it's something to be ashamed of.
We're not ashamed.
Then why are you hiding?
We're not hiding. We're being discreet.
What's the difference? The difference is that discretion is professional. Hiding implies wrongdoing. Okay, but from where I'm standing, discretion looks a lot like hiding.
What would you do in our situation?
Me? I'd probably throw a big party and invite everyone to celebrate your marriage and upcoming baby. Upcoming baby? Well, yeah. I mean, I assumed that's what the intense conversation was about. Secret marriage, mysterious house purchase, declarations of love. It usually means a baby is on the way.
You're very perceptive.
I watch a lot of daytime television during my breaks. Soap operas have taught me to recognize the classic signs. And what are the classic signs? Secret conversations, sudden real estate investments, and that particular glow that women get when they're expecting.
I have a glow?
Oh yes, I noticed it this morning in the elevator. You look different somehow. Happier, but also nervous. It's the classic pregnancy glow combined with secret-keeping stress. You figured all of this out from an elevator ride and 2 minutes of overheard conversation? I'm very good at reading people. It's a useful skill when you spend your days wandering around office buildings delivering mail.
What else have you figured out?
Well, I'm guessing this pregnancy wasn't exactly planned based on the stress levels I'm detecting. What makes you say that? Planned pregnancies usually involve more excitement and less anxiety. Unplanned pregnancies involve a lot more complicated conversations about timing and logistics.
You really have been paying attention.
It's hard not to when you care about people, and I do care about both of you, even though we don't know each other very well. Why do you care? Because you're both good people who deserve to be happy, and because love stories are rare in corporate environments.
How do you know we're good people?
Well, you've never been rude to me, which is more than I could say for some executives. And you, sir, you've never fired me for any of my various mail delivery mishaps. What kind of mishaps? Oh, the usual. Wrong office deliveries, accidentally opening confidential envelopes. That time I got lost in the building for 3 hours and missed an entire afternoon of deliveries.
How do you get lost in a building where you work every day?
They were doing construction and moved a bunch of offices around. I kept going where I thought departments were supposed to be, but everything was different. Why didn't you ask for help? I was too embarrassed. I figured I'd eventually find my way around. Eventually turned out to be 3 hours later.
That must have been frustrating.
It was an adventure. I discovered parts of this building I never knew existed. There's a whole floor that seems to be just storage rooms and abandoned office furniture. The 13th floor? That's the one. Do you know about it? I own the building, Benny. I know about all the floors. Right? Sometimes I forget how important you are. You seem so normal when you're declaring your love for your secret wife.
Secret wife.
Well, you're his wife, but it's secret, so you're his secret wife. It's like a superhero identity, but for marriage. That's an interesting way to put it. I have a way with words. It's why I'm such good company for goldfish. They appreciate creative conversation.
You still live with goldfish?
3 goldfish and a recently acquired houseplant. I'm expanding my family slowly. What kind of houseplant? A succulent. Very low maintenance, which suits my lifestyle. I named him Steve.
You named your plant Steve?
It seemed like a good name for a succulent. Strong, reliable, doesn't require a lot of attention. Interesting choice. Speaking of names, where are you planning to name the baby?
We haven't discussed names yet.
Too early for that conversation? Among other conversations we haven't had yet. Like what?
Like how we're going to handle the whole work situation once people find out.
What's a handle? You tell people you're married, you're having a baby, and you're both very happy about it. People might have opinions about our professional relationship. People have opinions about everything. Doesn't mean their opinions matter.
They matter when they affect how we're perceived at work.
How do you want to be perceived at work?
As competent professionals who earn their positions through merit.
Aren't you already perceived that way? We hope so, but marriage might change that perception. Why would marriage change how people see your professional abilities?
Because they might think I got my job through personal connections instead of qualifications.
Did you get your job through personal connections?
No. I got it through interviews and qualifications and references.
Then what's the problem? The problem is that people might not believe that. So you're going to hide your marriage because some people might have incorrect assumptions about how you got hired?
When you put it like that, it sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. You're letting imaginary judgment from hypothetical people control your actual happiness. It's not that simple, Benny. Isn't it? You love each other, you're married, you're having a baby. Those are facts. Everything else is just speculation and opinion.
Speculation and opinion can have real consequences.
So can living your life in fear of other people's reactions. What do you mean? I mean that if you spend all your time worrying about what might happen, you might miss out on enjoying what is happening.
That's very wise for someone who lives with goldfish.
Goldfish are excellent teachers. They live in the moment. They don't worry about yesterday or tomorrow, and they're always happy to see you. Maybe we should learn from the goldfish. Exactly. Be more goldfish, less worryfish.
Worryfish?
It's a species I just invented. They spend all their time swimming in circles worrying about what the other fish might think. I think it might be worryfish.
Definitely worryfish.
But the good news is that worryfish can evolve into happy fish with the right environment and mindset. What kind of environment does that require? Honesty, support, and maybe a nice house where you can be yourselves without pretending.
Speaking of the house, I still can't believe you bought it without telling me.
I thought it would be a nice surprise. Wait, you bought a surprise house? That's the most romantic thing I've ever heard.
It's the most presumptuous thing I've ever heard.
Romantic and presumptuous aren't mutually exclusive. Most grand gestures are a little presumptuous. Thank you, Benny.
Don't encourage him.
I'm just saying that buying a house for someone shows serious commitment. Most people give flowers or chocolates. I wanted to do something meaningful. A house is definitely meaningful. It's like saying, here's where we're going to build our life together.
It's also like saying I make major decisions without consulting you.
Okay, that part is less romantic, but the intention was romantic. The intention was to provide a beautiful home for our family.
The intention was sweet. The execution was problematic.
All relationships have execution problems. The key is learning from them and improving the process. What would you suggest for improving our process? More communication, less surprise major purchases. Start with smaller gestures and work your way up to houses.
That's actually good advice.
I told you I was good at romantic strategy. Years of studying the genre has given me valuable insights. What other insights do you have? Well, timing is crucial. You want to make your announcement about the marriage and baby before rumors start spreading.
What kind of rumors?
The kind that are worse than the truth. Office gossip has a way of growing and evolving until it bears no resemblance to reality. Have you heard any rumors about us? Not yet, but I've started paying closer attention since this morning's elevator conversation.
What made you pay closer attention?
You seem so stressed about keeping secrets. It made me curious about what kind of secrets would cause that much anxiety. And now you know. Now I know, and I think your secrets are wonderful. Marriage, baby, house. These are good secrets to have.
There are good things happening in complicated circumstances.
Life is always complicated. The question is whether you let the complications overshadow the good things. How do we prevent that from happening? You focus on what matters most and let everything else work itself out.
What if everything else doesn't work itself out?
Then you deal with problems as they arise instead of trying to solve problems that haven't happened yet. That's a very practical approach. I learned it from my grandmother. She used to say that worry is like paying interest on trouble you might never borrow.
Your grandmother was very wise.
She was. She also made excellent cookies and gave the best hugs. I miss her a lot. She sounded like she was a wonderful person. She would have loved this love story. She was a sucker for romance, especially when it involved people overcoming obstacles to be together.
What kind of obstacles did she overcome?
She met my grandfather during World War II. He was a soldier on leave. She was working in a factory. They had 3 days together before he shipped out. 3 days? 3 days to fall in love and decide to get married. They wrote letters for 2 years before he came home.
That must have been incredibly difficult.
It was, but they made it work. 57 years of marriage, 4 kids, 12 grandchildren, and countless adventures. That's beautiful. It is. And it started with 3 days and a lot of faith that love would be enough to overcome whatever challenges came next.
Do you think love is enough?
I think love is the foundation, but you have to build on it with trust and communication and compromise. What about when external pressures threaten the foundation? You reinforce the foundation and weather the storm together.
You make it sound so simple.
The concept is simple. The execution takes practice. How much practice? My grandparents were still practicing after 50 years. I think it's a lifelong learning process.
That's both encouraging and terrifying.
Most worthwhile things are both encouraging and terrifying. Like having a baby. Speaking of having a baby, we should probably start making some practical decisions.
Such as?
Such as whether you want to keep working during the pregnancy.
Of course, I want to keep working. Why wouldn't I want to keep working?
I just thought you might want to take it easy, especially if the work situation becomes stressful.
Connor, I'm pregnant, not disabled.
Good point. Pregnancy is a natural condition, not a medical emergency. I know that. I just want to make sure you're not under unnecessary stress.
The most stressful part of this pregnancy so far has been keeping it secret.
Then stop keeping it secret.
It's not that easy.
Why not? You walk into the office tomorrow, you gather everyone together, and you say, surprise, we're married and we're having a baby. That might be a bit abrupt. Abrupt, but effective. Like removing a bandage quickly instead of peeling it off slowly.
What if people react badly?
What if they react well? What if they're happy for you and excited about the baby? That would be nice. It's at least as likely as people reacting badly. Maybe more likely, since most people like love stories and babies.
You're very optimistic.
I choose to be optimistic. Pessimism is exhausting and doesn't change outcomes anyway. That's a good philosophy. It works for me. Plus, optimism makes other people more comfortable around you, which is helpful when you're trying to build relationships.
Is that why you're so easy to talk to?
Probably. That and the fact that I'm genuinely interested in other people's stories. Most people aren't that interested in other people's stories. Their loss. Everyone has interesting stories if you know how to listen for them.
What's your most interesting story?
Oh, that's easy. The time I accidentally became pen pals with a famous author. How do you accidentally become pen pals with a famous author? I was trying to send a fan letter to my favorite comic book writer, but I got the address wrong and sent it to a romance novelist instead.
What happened?
She wrote back. Apparently, she was having a bad day, and my letter cheered her up, even though it was clearly meant for someone else. Did you tell her it was a mistake? Eventually, but by then we'd been corresponding for 3 months. She said she enjoyed our letters too much to stop just because of mailing error.
That's wonderful. Do you still write to each other?
Every few months, she sends me advance copies of her books, and I tell her about life in the corporate mailroom. What does she think of your corporate adventures? She says they're better than soap operas. Apparently, office drama is excellent inspiration for romance novels.
I hope you haven't been writing to her about us.
Of course not. I would never share someone else's personal information. But I might have mentioned that there seemed to be some interesting romantic tension in the executive offices. Romantic tension? Well, before I knew you were married, I thought I was observing the early stages of a workplace romance.
How early did those stages seem to be?
Very early, like stolen glances and meaningful conversations early. We thought we were being subtle. You were subtle to most people, but I spent a lot of time observing human behavior, so I pick up on things that others might miss.
What other things have you picked up on?
Nothing specific, just general office dynamics and relationship patterns. What kind of relationship patterns? Oh, who eats lunch together regularly, who stays late to help each other with projects, who lights up when certain people walk into the room.
Do we light up when we see each other?
Like Christmas trees. It's actually quite sweet once you know the context. And before you knew the context? Before I knew the context, I thought you were both suffering from unrequited workplace crushes.
Unrequited?
Well, you both seemed happy to see each other, but also kind of tense. Like you were fighting feelings you didn't think you should have. That's actually pretty accurate for how things were a few months ago. Really? So there was a period of unrequited feelings before the marriage?
Not unrequited exactly. More like mutually unacknowledged.
Ooh, that's even more romantic. Secret mutual attraction that eventually blossomed into love and marriage. You really do love romance stories. I do. And yours is particularly good because it's real and happening right here.
Our story isn't over yet. We still have to figure out how to handle the announcement.
What's to figure out? You announce it, and then you deal with whatever happens next. That's a very straightforward approach. I prefer straightforward approaches. They save time and reduce anxiety.
What if the straightforward approach creates more problems than it solves?
Then you solve those problems too. But at least you'll be solving real problems instead of worrying about imaginary ones. He has a point.
I suppose he does.
Plus, once the secret is out, you can focus on more important things, like preparing for the baby and enjoying your marriage. Those do sound like better things to focus on.
Much better things.
Exactly. Life is too short to spend it hiding good news. When did you become so wise about relationships? Observation, experience, and a lot of reading. Also, my goldfish are excellent listeners when I need to work through complicated thoughts.
Do you really talk to your goldfish?
All the time. They never interrupt, they never judge, and they never give unsolicited advice. Unlike humans. Exactly. Although, sometimes unsolicited advice turns out to be useful.
Like your advice about making the announcement?
Like my advice about making the announcement. But I promise to stop giving unsolicited advice if you want me to. Actually, your perspective has been helpful. Really? That's great. I was worried I might be overstepping professional boundaries.
What professional boundaries? You work in the mailroom, and we're having a personal conversation.
True. Although technically, you're both my bosses, so maybe there are some boundaries I should be mindful of. Consider the boundaries suspended for the purposes of this conversation. Excellent. In that case, can I ask about the house situation?
What about it?
Are you planning to move in together once you make the marriage announcement? We haven't decided yet. You haven't decided? But you're married.
It's complicated.
How is it complicated? Married people usually live together. It's like the main point of being married. We've been maintaining separate residences to avoid suspicion. That sounds lonely.
It has been lonely.
Well, that settles it then. You definitely need to make the announcement soon, so you can start actually living like married people. You make it sound so simple. It is simple. You're making it complicated by overthinking it.
Maybe we are overthinking it.
Maybe we are. Definitely you are. The solution is obvious. Announce your marriage, move into your beautiful new house, prepare for your baby, and live happily ever after.
You left out the part where we deal with office politics and professional consequences.
Those are just details. You can handle details once you've handled the big picture. What if the details turn out to be bigger problems than we anticipate? Then you handle bigger problems, but you handle them together as a team instead of separately as individuals carrying secret stress.
Being a team does sound better than carrying secret stress.
Much better. Plus, once people know you're married, they'll probably be more supportive than you expect.
Why do you think that?
Because most people won't believe in love stories. They want to see relationships work out and families come together. Even in corporate environments? Especially in corporate environments. Corporate environments can be cold and competitive. Love stories remind people that there's more to life than quarterly reports and profit margins.
That's a beautiful way to think about it.
I try to find beauty in unexpected places. It makes life more interesting. You're quite philosophical for someone who delivers mail. Mail delivery gives you a lot of time to think. Plus, I interact with people from every department, so I get to see the full range of human experience within one building.
What's the most interesting human experience you've observed?
Probably the time I watched two departments collaborate on a project that everyone said was impossible. They figured out a way to make it work through creativity and persistence. What kind of project? Something to do with integrating two different software systems. Very technical, but the human element was fascinating.
How so?
People who normally never talked to each other suddenly had to work together closely. Some of them discovered they actually liked each other. Did any lasting relationships come out of that collaboration? Actually, yes. Two people from different departments started dating and got engaged last month.
Really?
Really, they're planning a spring wedding. I helped deliver their engagement announcements to various departments. That's wonderful. It is, and it proves that good things can come out of challenging situations if people approach them with open minds.
Are you suggesting our situation could lead to good things?
I'm suggesting your situation has already led to good things. Marriage, baby, house. The challenging part is just figuring out how to enjoy the good things without worrying so much about potential complications. You're right.
He is right.
Thank you. I don't get to be right about important things very often, so I'm savoring this moment. You should get to be right about important things more often. That's very kind of you to say. Maybe I should consider a career change.
What kind of career change?
I don't know. Something that involves helping people solve problems or work through complicated situations. Like counseling? Maybe. Or mediation. I seem to be good at seeing different perspectives and finding common ground.
You're good at that.
Although, I probably miss the mail delivery aspect. I like walking around the building and interacting with different people every day. What if there was a role that combined problem solving with people interaction? That sounds perfect. Does such a role exist? Human resources, employee relations, organizational development. There are several possibilities.
You'd be good at any of those.
Really? You think I have the qualifications for that kind of work? You have natural abilities that can't be taught. The technical skills can be learned. That's incredibly encouraging. I never thought about applying for more advanced positions.
Why not?
I guess I assumed I wasn't qualified enough. I don't have a college degree or extensive professional experience. Some of the best employees are people who have natural talent and are willing to learn. Are there any openings in those departments? There might be. I could have someone look into possibilities if you're interested. I'm very interested. Although, is it ethical for you to help me get a promotion when I know about your personal situation?
It's ethical if you're qualified for the position, and we're recommending you based on your abilities.
Which we would be. In that case, yes. I would love to explore those possibilities.
Good. It's nice when solutions benefit everyone involved.
Speaking of solutions that benefit everyone, we should probably make a decision about when to announce our marriage.
Soon?
This week?
This week.
Excellent. Can I be there when you make the announcement? Why do you want to be there? Because I want to see people's reactions, and because I feel like I've become invested in your love story.
You have become rather invested.
I can't help it. You're the most interesting thing that's happened in this building in months. We're interesting? Very interesting. Secret marriage, surprise pregnancy, mystery house, eventual happy ending. It's like a complete romantic story arc happening in real time.
What makes you so sure there will be a happy ending?
Because you love each other and you're both good people who want the relationship to succeed. That's usually enough for happy endings. Usually? Well, sometimes people need to work for their happy endings. But the work is worth it when you end up with the right person.
How do you know we're the right people for each other?
Easy. You balance each other out. You're cautious, he's decisive. He's optimistic, you're practical. You both care about doing the right thing, but you approach problems differently. That's a very astute observation. I told you I was good at reading people. Plus, you can see in how you talk to each other. Even when you're disagreeing, you're still respectful and caring.
We do try to be respectful.
Even when we're frustrated with each other. That's a sign of a strong foundation. Couples who can disagree without being mean to each other usually figure out how to work through their problems.
You really have learned a lot from romance novels.
Romance novels and real-life observation. My grandparents taught me a lot about what healthy relationships look like. What was the most important thing they taught you? That love is a choice you make every day, not just a feeling you have sometimes.
That's beautiful.
It's also practical. Feelings change based on circumstances, but choices are consistent based on commitment. So we choose to love each other even when circumstances are challenging. Exactly. And right now, your circumstances are about to get a lot less challenging because you're going to stop keeping secrets.
I hope you're right.
I'm right. And even if I'm wrong about the details, I'm right about the general principle. Which is that honesty is usually easier than secrecy, even when it feels scarier at first.
Honesty does feel scarier.
But secrecy hasn't been easy either.
No, it hasn't.
Then you're ready to try honesty. I think we are.
I think so too.
Wonderful. This is going to be the best announcement this company has ever had. We should probably plan what we're going to say.
Good idea. We want to be clear and professional.
But also warm and happy. Don't forget to seem happy about your good news. Right? Happy, but professional.
Confident, but not defensive.
Perfect. You got this. Thank you, Benny, for everything.
Yes, thank you. You've been incredibly helpful.
You're very welcome. I'm honored to have been part of your journey toward happiness. You've definitely been part of it.
An important part.
That means a lot to me. I don't often get to help with important things. Well, you've helped with something very important today. The most important thing.
What's the most important thing?
Love. Love is always the most important thing. I couldn't agree more.
Neither could I.
Then let's go make that announcement and start your happily ever after.
Excuse me, but I couldn't help overhearing. Did someone say announcement?
Jennifer, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough to hear some very interesting information. Marriage? Pregnancy? House purchases? Jennifer, please keep your voice down. My voice down? You're the ones having loud personal conversations in the executive conference room.
Actually, I think the conversation volume was perfectly reasonable for the space we're occupying.
Who asked you, mailroom boy?
That's mailroom man. Thank you very much. And nobody asked me, but I have opinions anyway. Jennifer, what you overheard was a private conversation.
Private conversation in a semi-public space during work hours. That makes it fair game for office discussion. No, it doesn't. Oh, it absolutely does. Especially when it involves the CEO and his mysteriously promoted assistant.
Mysteriously promoted?
Come on.
Everyone knows she got fast-tracked through the hiring process. Now I know why.
Actually, you don't know anything. You heard fragments of a conversation and you're jumping to conclusions.
I heard enough to know that there's been some serious misconduct happening in this office. Misconduct? Secret relationships, preferential treatment, undisclosed financial arrangements. This is a corporate scandal waiting to happen.
There's no scandal, Jennifer.
No scandal? You bought your assistant a house.
He bought his wife a house. There's a difference.
His wife. When did she become his wife?
6 months ago.
6 months ago? She's only been working here for 8 months. The timeline isn't what you think it is. The timeline is exactly what I think it is. You got hired, you seduced the boss, you got married, and now you're living in a house he bought for you.
Wow, you have a very cynical view of human relationships.
I have a realistic view of office politics and opportunistic behavior.
Jennifer, you're completely wrong about this situation.
Am I? Then explain to me how an entry-level assistant gets promoted to executive assistant within 2 months of being hired. I got promoted because I was good at my job. You got promoted because you were good at other things.
Hey, that's completely inappropriate and totally unfair.
Stay out of this, Benny. This doesn't concern you.
It concerns me when someone is being mean to my friends for no good reason.
Your friends? Since when are you friends with the executive staff?
Since I discovered they're good people who deserve to be happy.
Good people? She's a gold digger who manipulated her way into a marriage with the CEO.
That's enough, Jennifer.
Is it? Because I think this is just getting started. Wait until the board hears about this situation. You're going to tell the board? I'm going to tell everyone. This kind of behavior shouldn't be tolerated in a professional environment.
What kind of behavior? Getting married and having a baby? Since are those things scandalous?
Since they involve deception and conflicts of interest.
There's no conflict of interest. We were married before the promotion happened.
Prove it. I don't have to prove anything to you. You might have to prove it to other people. People who care about the integrity of this company.
The integrity of this company? What about the integrity of spreading gossip and making accusations without knowing all the facts?
I know enough facts to see what's really going on here.
What you see is a married couple who chose to keep their relationship private while navigating a complicated professional situation.
What I see is a CEO who let his personal feelings cloud his professional judgment. My qualifications speak for themselves, Jennifer. Check my performance reviews, check my project results, check my professional references. Professional references from before you started sleeping with the boss?
Okay, that's really inappropriate. You can't just accuse people of things like that.
I can when the evidence is obvious.
The only thing that's obvious is that you've made up your mind without knowing the full story.
Then tell me the full story. We don't owe you an explanation. You owe this company an explanation. You owe your colleagues an explanation.
They don't owe anyone anything. Their personal lives are their personal lives.
Not when their personal lives affect their professional responsibilities.
How exactly has our relationship affected our professional responsibilities?
Favoritism, nepotism, conflicts of interest. Should I go on? Yes, please do go on. Give me specific examples of favoritism or nepotism. The promotion, the salary increase, the special project assignments.
All of which were based on merit and performance.
According to you. But you're hardly an objective judge of her performance, are you?
Actually, other people have noticed how good she is at her job too. I've heard people from different departments talking about how impressed they are with her work.
People talk about a lot of things, Benny. That doesn't make them true. You know what, Jennifer? You're right about one thing. We should have been more transparent about our relationship.
Samantha?
No, she's right. We've been so worried about people making assumptions that we've created a situation where assumptions are inevitable.
What are you saying?
I'm saying it's time to stop hiding. It's time to tell everyone the truth and let the chips fall where they may. The truth? You mean the truth about how you seduced the boss to advance your career?
The truth about how we fell in love and got married and are now expecting a child together.
Expecting a child? How convenient. Another way to secure your position in this company.
How is having a baby convenient? Babies are a lot of work and responsibility.
Babies are also excellent job security when your husband is the CEO. You know what, Jennifer? I'm done caring what you think. I'm done caring what anyone thinks. I love my husband, I'm excited about our baby, and I'm proud of the work I do here.
Husband?
Yes, husband. I'm tired of pretending we're strangers. I'm tired of acting like our marriage is something to be ashamed of.
Yes. This is what I've been trying to tell you. Stop hiding your happiness.
This is unbelievable. You're both acting like this is some kind of romantic fairy tale instead of a serious breach of professional ethics.
What breach of ethics? We're two adults who fell in love and got married.
Two adults with a significant power imbalance who entered into a relationship that creates conflicts of interest throughout the organization. Then maybe I should transfer to a different department.
What?
Maybe Jennifer is right about the conflicts of interest. Maybe the best solution is for me to work somewhere else in the company.
But you love your job.
I love my job, but I love my marriage more. And if transferring departments will eliminate the conflict of interest concerns, then that's what I should do.
I don't want you to transfer departments.
What you want and what's best for the company might be different things. Finally, someone is being sensible about this situation.
How is breaking up a successful working partnership sensible?
Because it eliminates the appearance of impropriety.
But it also eliminates one of our most effective professional relationships.
Professional relationships? Is that what we're calling it now? Yes, that's what we're calling it. Because that's what it is. We work well together professionally, and we love each other personally. Those aren't mutually exclusive things.
They're not mutually exclusive, but maybe they don't have to coexist in the same department.
What are you saying?
I'm saying maybe you're right about transferring departments. Not because I want you to, but because it might be the best way to protect both our professional reputations. This is so sad. You're letting office politics break up a perfectly good working relationship.
Office politics exist for good reasons, Benny. They maintain professional boundaries and prevent conflicts of interest.
But what about happiness? What about love? Don't those things matter too?
Not in a corporate environment.
That's a very cynical way to view the world.
It's a professional way to view the world. Personal feelings have no place in business decisions. Personal feelings are what make us human, Jennifer. And last I checked, businesses are run by humans. Businesses are run by humans who are supposed to set aside their personal feelings in favor of objective decision-making.
But what if personal feelings make people better at their jobs? What if being happy makes someone more productive and creative?
That's a very naive way to think about professional performance.
Is it? Some of our most successful projects have come from teams where people genuinely like and respect each other.
Liking and respecting colleagues is different from being married to your boss. Only in degree, not in kind. All professional relationships involve personal elements. Not like this. This crosses lines that shouldn't be crossed.
Who decided which lines shouldn't be crossed? And why do those people get to make that decision for everyone else?
Society decided. Professional standards exist for good reasons.
Professional standards also evolve over time as society changes.
Not that much. Some things are always inappropriate. Like what? Like two consenting adults falling in love? Like two adults with unequal power entering into a relationship that compromises their professional judgment.
But what if it doesn't compromise their professional judgment? What if it actually improves it?
That's impossible. Personal relationships always create bias.
All relationships create bias, Jennifer. Even professional relationships create bias. The question is whether the bias improves or hinders performance.
And you think your marriage improves your professional performance? I think our marriage makes us both happier, and happier people tend to be more productive. That's a very convenient rationalization.
It's not a rationalization. It's observable reality. They work better together than most professional partnerships I've seen.
How would you know? You deliver mail.
I deliver mail to every department in this building. I see how different people work together. I know productive partnerships when I see them. He's right. Our professional partnership has been exceptionally effective.
Because you're biased in her favor. My performance metrics are objective, Jennifer. My project results speak for themselves. Your project results are influenced by the special treatment you receive.
What special treatment? Be specific.
Access to resources, priority assignments, flexible scheduling. All of which are standard for someone in my position with my level of responsibility. Standard for someone who isn't sleeping with the boss.
She's not sleeping with the boss. She's married to her husband.
Same thing.
It's absolutely not the same thing. Marriage is a committed partnership. Whatever you're implying is something completely different.
You know what? This conversation is pointless. You've already made up your mind about us.
Samantha's right. You're not interested in hearing our side of the story. Come on, everyone. Can't we all just get along? Love is supposed to bring people together, not tear them apart.
This isn't about love, Benny. This is about professional conduct and corporate responsibility. And we've conducted ourselves professionally while being responsible to both our personal values and our corporate obligations. That's your opinion. Others might see it differently.
Others are welcome to their opinions, but we know the truth about our relationship and our commitment to doing excellent work. The truth is what matters, and the truth is that you're good people who love each other and do great work together.
The truth is more complicated than that. The truth is always complicated, Jennifer, but that doesn't make it less true.
We're going to make our announcement this week, and we're going to continue building our life together, both personally and professionally.
And I reserve the right to share my concerns with appropriate parties.
And I reserve the right to celebrate love whenever I see it, which is right now.
Thank you, Benny. Your support means more than you know.
It really does. In a world full of cynicism, your optimism is refreshing. Optimism is the only way to live. Life's too short for anything else.
Life's also too short for naive mistakes that could have been avoided.
We don't consider falling in love and getting married a mistake.
We consider it the best decision we've ever made.
And I consider it proof that miracles still happen in corporate office buildings.
Miracles don't happen in corporate office buildings. Reality happens.
Reality includes love, Jennifer. Love is real, and it's powerful, and it makes everything else worth doing.
Including building a company and raising a family and making the world a little bit better.
Now that's what I call a happy ending, even if it's really just a happy beginning.
We'll see how happy it is when the consequences set in.
With love, commitment, and hard work, we'll handle whatever consequences come our way.
Together.
Together, the absolute best way to handle anything.